Well, this took 3 days, although this will be seen on Sunday for y'all. So here I am, my rant on World Finals 20 being announced, but this time around the main reason why it took so long because I brought some buddies along, Adam, Aaron, and Najee. So how about you three announce yourselves?
Hey guys, ABGamerX. Time to bet for a new one.
and another reason too I brought you guys here because for two reasons. One, I don't know if you all know this, but one of the main criticisms I get too about my ripping the World Finals is that you're just the minority. Most people don't agree with you. Think Feld is awesome. So I wanted to bring you all here to show that that's full of crap, and also more importantly, bring Adam here to piss the fuck out of all the idiots on the server that defend Feld at all costs. So that's gonna be quite funny. And I'm sure they're gonna rip me and him a new one, and he's just gonna sit by and just let them hit him over the head with their bullshit instead of fighting back like I always do. So damn it, Adam, start defending yourselves. And us too.
Get rid of fucking.
Well, we're going to provide more than enough reasoning in this video.
But anyway, so as it was announced 3 days ago, well, this will be the 4 days ago when it's announced, when the video's up. World Finals 20 is finally announced. It's going to be in what was it called? Camping World Ground. It used to be called the Citrus Bowl in Orlando for World Finals 20 and 21, so the next 2 years. And not only did they announce it, they actually showed off the track and such. And funny enough, I don't know about you guys, but the track, funny enough, is not the main reason why I'm pissed, but let's talk about the track, of course, as it showed in the video that it looks like they're going to literally drive on top of the stadium instead of being in it and such, which I don't even know how that would even work because of the stage and area on top of like the stands and such. That's tons and tons of dirt you're talking about, plus then the trucks drive it down and such. I don't even know how the stadium could even support that. What do you got to say about that?
It's bullshit.
Well, of course. And then,
Well,
go on.
if it's...
So, I mean, they are failed, so they don't plan very well.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
true.
like... in a way, I do like it, but it's mainly because of the fact that this is the World Finals that I really don't like it. If they did this for, like, the All-Stars Challenge, I wouldn't mind it too much, but for the World Finals, nope.
It's a major problem.
I mean, I would have thought that they would have,
Well,
go on.
I forgot my thought.
But, another concern is, although it's not really making a concern, because I'm sure they'll probably fix it, because I'm sure they're going to close off all the stands around and such, but can you imagine if one of those trucks veers off to the side into the stands, like kind of like if y'all remember New Orleans 2005 when Gunslinger Bruce raced each other, when Chris actually off the line went right into Gunslinger and flipped it over, remember that? So you gotta wonder about that. Although I'm sure that ain't gonna happen, or if it does happen, nothing will be like serious or anything. But then, as I'll probably show the video, and in the actual video, because they actually did a video showing how the racing setup is gonna be. I might put down the video too. They start up on the stage, they go down a hill, and then they hit like the zigzag, where in the video it showed the truck nearest us like slowing down and such. That's not even really even close at all to the World Finals setup. If they wanted to do as close to a replica of Vegas style racing, they should have just had start kind of like if y'all remember like Houston 2001, the first show, like with Dennis and Tom race trying to finals, like rear tires like neck to each other, they go all the way down to the end, and it's like a straightaway, just like that, if you get what I'm talking about. I would have figured they would do something like that instead, because this is honestly a very terrible replica of Vegas style racing. Not even close to it. At least doing what I said would be as close to as possible. Oh boy, Feld, you're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. That zigzag. Like, I feel like are they going to slow down too much, or they're going to have to alter it even more, like, when the actual event comes around?
Yeah. And then,
because you're going to have to slow down way too much to make that turn.
Yeah. And then, now, of course, we get to my main concern, but how about you all point out what your main concern is? Because I'm sure it's not just the racing setup itself. Well, I already know Adam's probably going to be pissed off.
My job.
I don't think anyone
My
heard
concerns
you.
are the fucking high jump for damn sure. That damn high jump. It's not even enough room to do that damn high jump. Now when I think about it, this is a terrible, terrible idea.
Yep.
Especially, and another thing, two-wheel skills. Las Vegas has never done that. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, Phil? What the fuck?
And then, of course, another thing before I say
Well,
my
another
main point. But go on.
About the track, it's pretty much just like World Finals 18 and 19 just mirrored back over to the other side, but with literally different track colors. Just blue, red, and black. We need more variety in that track, color-wise.
Yep.
And not have the same exact obstacles as last year's World Finals, just mirrored back over to the other side.
Well, who knows how for freestyle step will probably be since 2 days. Anything you got to say?
The
Aaron?
racing setup's the same.
Yeah, that. But then, well, of course, you gonna say anything, Aaron?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to fix something with my mic.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure you guys can't hear my dog in the background barking.
Well, we did. But, well, if you have nothing to say. Another thing before I get to my main point is, as you know, this is going to be in Florida in May, too, so it's no longer March. I actually looked it up because Josh said on the server, because since it's Florida in the spring, it's going to be a lot more risk of rain and such, and he said it was like the dry season and such. Now, I actually have Noah's weather stuff for like Orlando and a whole bunch of other cities for PFA and such. I actually looked it up when he said that on average in May there is 7.5 days of rain, which actually is quite dry in comparison to the next couple months and such. But compare that to March in Las Vegas, which was, I think it was 2.9 days worth of rain in March, so that's like almost 3 times as often, more rain. So for all the people that fucking complain about World Finals 19 qualifying and possibly being in the rain so much that they did the previous day before the event and such. Oh god, can you imagine how funny it will be if it actually happened and I could just laugh along about them making a big deal about it, since now they put it somewhere where it's much more likely to rain and such, and honestly probably would rain even more downpour than it does in Vegas. Anything to say about that hysterical
Well, see, this is my question, right? If it rains, what are they going to do about the trucks having to try to sit on the edge of a downslope and then trying to come to almost a complete stop to do the zigzag turn?
Yeah, that's another thing too. They'll probably slide around all over the place right there. And of course, if it's muddy up there too, it might ruin. Not only would it probably keep them, have a hard time staying up there at like the start line and such, but they might like ruin the foundation stuff. That's another thing that they didn't think about beforehand. So anything else got to say about that?
Like the chances of raining in the World Finals has increased dramatically since we managed to go through like 18 World Finals in Las Vegas without rain. But now the chances of it raining in Orlando is like, you have like a 1 in 4 chance of it raining.
Well, we of course had rain World Final 6,
7
which was
days in 1
awesome
month.
too, since I was there and such. And of course, everyone complained, the rain and such is gonna affect the driving and such. Motherfucker, watch World Final 6. It wasn't that bad, especially near the finals. Semifinals would stop rain. All they handled it pretty well. But now we get to my main concern, which Najee mentioned about earlier. It's no longer just racing, freestyle, and double down showdown. They've now added a couple other things. I don't have the list on top of me, but he mentioned high jump, two-wheel stunts, and also the one that really got on my nerves. They're adding a title for the ATVs and speedsters. What the fuck? This is a monster truck league, not an ATV or speedster league. Why the fuck are ATVs and speedsters getting titles in a monster truck league? That is disgusting and disgraceful.
Thoughts on these, right? The speedsters and ATVs. I never even liked them in the Triple Threat series. I don't like how they actually count for points towards the overall event championships.
Yeah, that too.
So, and most I want to say 90% of all fans are only there for the monster trucks and couldn't give any less of a shit about ATVs or speedsters. Why would they even do it for the World Finals? And then for the high jump competition, I have a feeling the high jump competition is just going to be a really bad idea. It's just going to make sure that either all trucks break before the next competition starts, or just not go big whatsoever to save the truck for the next competition.
And that's whenever they do it. I would hope they don't do it on freestyle night. And then again, you gotta wonder what would happen if it rained or something like that. If they wouldn't be able to even get the high jump, and also two wheel too. If it's rain on two wheels, they're not gonna get the traction to really do two wheels. They'll flip over pretty easily. So, not really smart to do that and such. So yeah, it's one thing if
I know, like they
go on.
canceled two wheel skills in East Rutherford this year because of how much it poured in that event.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And as for two wheel skills again, and in two wheel skills, one more thing. Like I have no problem with it in stadiums, but the World Finals, nope. We only need a double down showdown winner, racing winner, and a freestyle winner.
It's one.
Phil, there's still a bunch of SJWs for changing the name from Double Down Showdown. No,
Young
not
Gun
Double Down. Young Gun Shootout from Double Down Showdown. Double Down Showdown.
To be called the Young Gun Shootout, but nope, they can't have guns in the name.
Yeah, exactly. But it's one thing to have them in the event, which of course that is discussed and how they count towards going to the World Finals. If it's another thing too, if they want to have like their own titles for each individual league, like have a league for like ATVs and speedsters and stuff, that's fine. But this is a monster truck league. This needs to all these titles only belong to the monster trucks. No ATVs, no speedsters. Fuck off with that fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that crap. And of course, we all know everyone AM servers by and large is going to defend Feld for this at all costs. And then we can laugh at their stupidity. You got so many morons in your server. Adam, you got so many fucking morons in your server. You know that?
Most of the people in my server are probably supporting this because most of them live in the state of Florida.
Yeah, like Josh.
So it benefits them more. Yeah, really. I know.
Dude, I went out to Vegas 4 fucking times for crying out loud from Maryland. It's not that big of a deal. Jesus Christ. And then everyone complained, all us East Coast motherfuckers gotta go over there and such. How about the West Coast motherfuckers deal for once? Yeah, they could deal with it just like you could deal with it for the last 19 times for crying out loud. It's not that big of a deal. And also, people still gotta fly. Like, I would still have to fly all the way down to Florida, just like all of you guys would have to fly down to Florida if you wanted to go see this. So, what difference does it make for crying out loud? Just leave it out in Vegas for like, oh, that's right too, remember, the All-Star Showdown still there, at least for this year, and I'm sure 2020 maybe as well, because you got at least 2 years, maybe 3 if we're lucky, depending on what happens with Raider Stadium. That's if the stadium supports it or not, because like Wikipedia and all the articles I found still mention supporting it, so have to wait and see on that. But of course, Veld shot themselves in the foot by putting in Orlando, a stadium that unfortunately used to be able to support it, but not anymore and such. They fucked up the race and stuff, and more importantly, disgust me and disgraced Monster Jam by having ATVs and speedsters getting titles in there. It is unacceptable. Any final words? Because I've said everything I can, pretty much.
And this is still only a 2-day event. They're going to squeeze in like 7 or 8 events into 2 days, plus 2 pit parties as well. How long is the World Finals going to be? Like,
I was really
it's just to squeeze in such a short amount of time. If it was 3 days, then maybe, but I just don't see this any out well since even World Finals 19. Like,
especially
there's
like
so many delays for the competition to even start.
It's especially that bad that there's that many events in 2 days. Then also, like Tim was saying, most people are there to watch monster trucks, not like ATVs and speeders.
Yeah.
So people are just going to have to sit through all those and get to see some, well, horrible Monster Jam.
Yep.
This is Monster Jam, not freaking Supercross. Come on, Feld.
Yep, exactly. But hey, at least hopefully MTWS will be very soon, so I can show everyone how another Monster Truck League actually runs their shit. Because the tracks, I mean, I only got 1, maybe 2 more obstacles to work on, and then I gotta finally get them all set up to be hittable correctly, and paint them actually, and then I could probably begin. Oh, that's right, I still gotta set up the camera and such too for film and such, but after that, I could finally get doing the event, which I'm sure everyone here is looking forward to that in Houston.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like Tim always says, his tracks lead to better results, unlike Phil.
And I'm sure everyone's looking forward to seeing that brand new truck run too. That's gonna be sick.
Oh, I already
Yeah,
feels up my spine, man.
I say about the World Finals track. Of course, the freestyle track has not been revealed yet, but basing on how the racing track looks so far in the preview video, if it's going to be like the same obstacles in freestyle as World Finals 18 or 19, come on, it's the 20th World Finals. At least go somewhat big for that. Not the same obstacles from pure laziness.
For fuck's sake,
I think the only way to
fucking crush cars, man. That's what we need. We need some crushing shit.
Big with the crush cars in like World Finals 15.
Yeah.
So like, they have to do something better for World Finals 20.
No, can everyone get Aaron a chance to
Another
talk
thing.
shit?
Alright. And another
I'm not
thing,
sure.
Phil, get rid of the fucking backflip ramps. It's getting overused now. It's getting
Yeah.
old. Get rid of the fucking backflip ramps. Damn.
Now can Aaron get a chance to
I'll
talk?
give them credit. They did get rid of the backflip wall, but they still have the backflip container, which
Well, who knows?
means Scott
the
Yuto
thing
will more
about-
than
the
likely
thing about
do
the
about
containers, though, as
26
well-
in his run.
As well is that they're not really that durable enough compared to like the dirt ramps. Like if you've seen Tom Mentz's freestyle in San Diego this year, he went for the reverse backflip. Like the freaking container just like caved in on him.
Yeah,
If it was like a dirt ramp, it probably would have been able to, not cave in.
Probably should go check that out myself. So, everyone voiced their thoughts, and we had an awesome time discussing this. Can't wait to see everyone's thoughts in the comments, including Adam's server trolling and tell us how much they think this is awesome and shit. That's gonna be very funny as hell. So, hope you all enjoyed this video, and get looking forward to the MTW's been coming up, and hopefully World Finals 20 won't be a shit show, but we all know it most likely will.